The Supreme Court has said the dispute should be heard by a district judge. Interim order to stay till maintainability issue is resolved. Wants senior district judge to hear the matter. In that sense, this has been transferred. Let interim order continue. The court has said don't want to instruct district judiciary. Mosque panel says all orders capable of causing mischief. The court has said not casting aspersions on any judicial officer. That's the story we are getting at this side, the Gyanvapi Supreme Court hearing. The latest updates from the Supreme Court, with the court saying the issue of maintainability to be decided on priority. Supreme Court has said senior experienced judicial officer to hear the case. The Supreme Court has transferred the case to the district judge, Varanasi. The civil judge is not going to be hearing the matter. The court has said, the apex court has said, the issue of maintainability will be decided on priority by the district judge in Varanasi. Civil judge is not going to be hearing the matter. The court has also importantly said our order of the 17th of May is going to continue for 8 weeks. The issue of maintainability is to be decided on priority. The case has been transferred to a district judge. However, the issue of maintainability is going to be decided on priority. The court has said the order of the 17th of May is going to continue for the next 8 weeks. Also, the Supreme Court has said adequate arrangements for wazu to be made by the district magistrate. That has to be ensured. The DM to ensure that appropriate arrangements are made for religious observance essentially. So the court is trying to do a balancing act here in terms of asking the district authorities to ensure that arrangements of wazu are made essentially for the Muslim side, for those offering prayers at the Gyanvapi Mosque, and the DM also to ensure the same is what the court has said. Arrangements are to be made for religious observance is what the court has directed the district magistrate to do. Meanwhile, the court has also said adequate arrangements for wazu should be made by the district magistrate. Very, very importantly, Preeti, the court has said the order of the 17th of May will continue up until 8 weeks. What does it really mean?
Well, it's huge,
Yes.
Sneha, and let's just, break it down for our viewers who are just joining us. What does it mean? And let's quote the learned bench here, and I'm going to quote there. Having regard to the legal issues involved and the sensitivity, we are of the view, the two-judge bench says we are of the view that the civil suit before the civil judge shall now be heard to be tried before a senior and more experienced officer of the UP Higher Judicial Service. This is a huge verdict. The case has been taken away from the Sessions Court. That's the operative part, viewers. And that's the news that we are breaking, Sneha, here. The case has been taken away from the lower Sessions Court. The suit shall now stand transferred from the civil judge who was hearing it. That judge will no longer hear this case, and the reason why, there's also a reasoning given, that why the court has transferred the case. The court says, having regard to the legal issues involved and the sensitivity of the case, a more experienced senior officer is needed of the UP Higher Judicial Service to hear the case. Number one is huge, Sneha, that the case now is transferred from the local civil court and gone to a district judge. So that is the big news break. The other big news break, Sneha, is that the area of wazu which was sealed till now, and that has been contested with till now. We've heard the reports that have been filed by Gaurav through the course of the day. Many namazis who are coming there say, humko bola gaya tha ghar mein wazu karke aao. Now the latest, Sneha, that the court is saying is that adequate arrangements will be made of wazu inside the mosque.
In that sense, Preeti, this is relief for the Muslim side, Nalini, who are extremely unhappy about the wazu area being completely sealed. Many of them had been speaking about this. The court has said that arrangements have to be made for this.
Sneha, one thing that the Supreme Court has done from the very beginning, since the first time the matter came up before this Court was to maintain a balance between both sides. They did not want to pass any orders that will be in the favor of one side more in comparison to the other, and they've attempted everything from their end to maintain this balance. And that is essentially why they said that it will be the order of the 17th of May that was passed by the Supreme Court, which is going to continue to be in operation for the next 8 weeks before this matter is taken up for hearing. What did the 17th May order say in this entire case, Neha? The two main takeaways of the 17th May order was one, that the area where the supposed shivling has been found should be protected and nobody should be allowed to enter that area, so that at a later stage when that issue comes into consideration by the Supreme Court, none of the evidence is damaged. And the second and the more important takeaway from the 17th May order was that nobody should be restrained or stopped from carrying out their religious practices in the premises of the mosque. So today, when apprehension was raised by the Muslim sides, saying that they are not being given a space to perform their wazu, the Supreme Court had asked as to whether or not there are any arrangements made, because that area essentially is sealed, so as to whether or not there are any alternate arrangements made for the Muslims who are visiting the mosque on a daily basis to perform the wazu. And Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who was appearing on behalf of the government, assured the Supreme Court that alternate arrangements have been made and there will be no problems that will be faced by the Muslim community on a day-to-day basis. So this is the most important concern for the Supreme Court right now, that both the sides feel like justice is being done and that the Supreme Court has taken note of the matter, which is why the order of the 17th of May is going to continue to be in operation for the next 8 weeks. And what the Supreme Court's done is sent the matter back to the district court. They've said that the civil court, which is a lower court in comparison to the district court, is not going to hear the matter. A senior judicial officer in the district court is going to hear the matter. And the issue of maintainability that we have been speaking about since the very beginning needs to be decided on priority.